I want to tell you guys about an experience I had recently that was one of the coolest moments I've probably ever had riding a horse. And I was in Iceland with my wife on a horse riding holiday with a company called Globetrotting. And one of the things you're doing in this ride is following a herd of 75 loose horses. We're trailing them along. And one of the rules is you have to stay behind the guide who's at the front of all us riders. In front of us there might be the herd, might be some guides around the herd, but for the most part the guide in front of me, you can't go in front of them. And one day I was riding a horse that's a Icelandic show horse, meaning it's one of the ones that they do the really fast gaits and stuff, the flying pace I think they call it. And I just happened to have that horse that day, and I was riding along, and we're coming down this dirt road, down this big hill, and the guide said, so the herd was kind of a ways down this dirt road, down this hill in front of us, and there was a guide at the back of those horses, a guide at the front. But they were down there quite a ways from us. Anyway, the guide beside me, she said, that horse is really cool and can do some cool stuff. Why don't you zoom down the hill and catch up to the herd and test out this horse's paces? And so the scene was, in this video, the hill was steeper than the video looks, but it was absolutely beautiful. There's a herd of 75 horses in front of us. There's a river on my right. And it was just amazing riding this horse down the hill going a million miles an hour. So watch this video, and while you're watching, watch the shadow of this horse, because you can tell how smooth these horses are at pace just looking at my body sitting there. Holy cow, that was so cool. I was way back there, and she said, you can catch up if you like and test out his paces. And he flew down the hill. Oh my God, that was the coolest thing, with the rocks and the river. So you can see at the end of that how excited about that I was. That was one of the coolest moments I've ever had on a horse. I'll never ever forget that.